Hello there everyone. Two things I'm going to go over real quick. I got new headphones, which is good. However, they are on the very quiet side. I'm not sure why. I tried like headphone equilibrium. I forget what they called it. But I've tried that. It's supposedly supposed to make it louder. I don't believe it has. So I do have to increase my volume to a lot. So if this blows your ear outs, I apologize. If you can barely hear it, I also apologize. I'll be playing around with the volume a little bit. Second, my mic has now picked up something called, I believe, detecting auto peaks or something. So now it will lower recording noise if it thinks it is necessary. At least that's what it was saying. It may not now. So hopefully this all sounds good in one go. If not, if you hear me like peaking and lowering and I sound really quiet and then get really loud, that may be why. I'm not 100% sure. I'm looking at my recording volume now. It hasn't appeared to mess with it, so I don't know if that was like a weird, we're just going to kind of do it for one thing and then not another. I don't know. Hopefully not, because I know how to take care of where I put the recording volume now as to somewhere else. So hopefully that stays the same for me. Now that I mentioned it, I'm just going to decrease it a little bit to avoid some of those peaks, but overall, we're going to hope that this goes through. It's not shuffling around. If it does, as I said, just real quick here. Okay. Yeah, just please bear with me as we get through a little bit of these technical issues once again. I don't foresee it lasting too long, but just in case it does, you at least know why. I will be pulling out the remains of my hair, trying to figure out how to get this to work. Excellent, excellent. That's why we bring some holy waters. Yeah, channel, oh, real quick here, what's your percent chance? 65, you're probably, what, 85? Let's give it a go. There we go. Yeah, so some real quick updates here. Due to that microphone thing, I was actually doing the... Oh, it's this party again. This time I have a much better party composition to deal with this, so I don't think it'll be much of an issue. But if you remember the one video, I think it was like my very first, what's that called? Not veteran. We are on champion level. There we go. Champion level ruins. This went horrible, and I'm actually surprised he resisted. Interesting. It's a pretty good stun chance, so that's a shame. But yeah, I went like 8 to 9 rounds deep. Once again, I don't have any DOT on this party. You could say it's an error again. However, I do have much better row versatility, and I also will be able to velo, which will allow me to go first, which will hopefully allow me to focus fire a little bit here. So I'm not too weary, and like I said, we already got this bone bearer down a decent amount of health. We can stun this guy up, hopefully. Perfect. Alternating damage. Now we can increase our dodge, and we're pretty much good to go now. Once the Hellion gets a chance to go. Also, very fortunate Wicked Surge is there. Obviously going on individuals who are stunned already, so we don't have to take too much more damage. The riposte will soften these guys up. Just no more crits, as I'll say. She can get hit, but we just don't need big crits and all that. Give him a direct heal next. I do need to just start pistol. There we go. I say keep pistol shotting. Can't have him go forward again, really. I mean, I could have and then point blank, but it was a waste of a turn. Definitely want to get rid of the bone bearer. They drop all of their bonus damage, which is going to be the main thing that's going to pretty much hurt / kill me. I am going to try to kill off the Arbalist to have the most damage next. But yeah, so Colors Madness and the Crimson Court trinkets are coming out next. I know I was working on the Colors Madness guide, and I have kind of put that on the back burner. If you are listening and you are waiting for that guide, what I will say is the guide will be more comprehensive than this, but in all reality, you can go check out my quick guide to 300 kills, because usually that's what people want to get to. Is A, that achievement, and B, also how to kill the Sleeper. It is a boss in there. I won't say much more. I don't want to spoil it for people who don't own it. However, those are usually the two main reasons why you would probably check it out. So go check out that video. You'll get a general understanding. I won't say too much more here, but I will have a more complete guide on the obviously all the levels, the bosses, and all that, and how you can systematically take them down at all stages within the game. So that will be coming out, but I kind of backburnered that because I already have pretty much half the video made and on another video. So I know I've also had a couple of requests for the trinket reviews, thoughts, opinions, and all that. So I thought I'd prioritize that a little more based on more requests than the other one. But both are still important. Both are on my radar as I speak. And then another one which I've gotten a lot of requests for, and I won't say I've ignored it, but I never really knew how to do it well. But I might take a stab at it here soon. It is actually a party composition video, like how to make one. I have 10 videos on party compositions you can do. I talk about some of their flaws and how to identify flaws in party compositions. Not all of those you see are exactly perfect. There's definitely issues with some of them. I may not have max skills where I have the wrong trinket. They were some of my more first videos, so I stick behind them. I believe they are good, but as you get further in the game and as you get further into YouTube and just making stuff, you slowly realize, like, ooh, I wish I would have done that. But however, we're not all psychic. We can't all see in the future of what we wish we had done. All we have is what we have done. So I'm going to try to actually make a party composition video on how to assemble a party. And that video is going to be very difficult to begin with anyways, because if you've played this game enough, you know that there are so many situations which can call for different party compositions. What may work in one area may be an absolutely complete disaster in another, and that can be really confusing if you're a new player. So even that video is going to have some pretty big flaws of, like, well, you know, this works in X situation but not Y. And if I was to make a video explaining all those possibilities, it could be very lengthy, because that's just something you pick up in literally tens of hours and maybe even 100 hours of gameplay. And it's very difficult to do, obviously, in like even a 30-minute video. I mean, that's insanely difficult to do. Well, at least. I mean, I could, but it would just be rough shot, like, hey, this doesn't work here, that doesn't work here, you know. I don't think I'd be able to get into too much of the actual construction theory of a party. What I mean by that is, like, for example, one of the first things I'm going to say is have a form of stress, heals, and good row versatility damage. That's really generic. I will go further in depth than that. But it's just kind of a thing like, hey, this is like the starting block. And then as you get more experience or / understand your people and your parties, you can kind of branch out from that. Be like, well, do I really need that in this dungeon? It's just a short dungeon, and I'm bringing in someone with a big enough heal to get you off that store. So it may not count as like a heal, but it's good enough to get you off that store. So we'll start talking a little bit about those party compositions, or for example, the proactive approach rather than the reactive. Because one of my favorite characters in the game, early on, and still is, but for different reasons now, is the Jester. Because to me, the Jester was like the only character who can like heal stress damage, because it's obviously targeted heals, and it's very good at what it does. But as you play, obviously, there's the Crusader, there's the Houndmaster. I mean, there's a good amount of people who can actually do respectable stress heals that aren't just the Jester. And they offer a lot more than just the support style that the Jester does. And actually, if you look in this party, I have 0 forms of stress heal, but I have a couple of forms, and if it works well, of actual stress reduction. And that comes in the terms of bolster and also riposte. And if this wasn't the Stygian, that Brigand Hunter would have been dead, and I actually would not have taken a lot of that stress damage. So really, all that stress damage I did take, some chunk of that would actually be removed as we speak, because I probably would have killed him on that riposte slash. So that's why I'm saying there's a lot of depends in situations. I'm not talking about the diapers. There we go, words. So you just kind of have to think about where you're going, what you have, what difficulty you're playing on, and what you're willing to accept as a result sometimes. So, and then obviously there's the kill stress heal, which is one of my more popular one right now, where you go, you know what, if we just kill everyone, we can't be stressed, right? So that's the proactive choice, is what I'm going to be trying in my first level of Darkest Dungeon, because that's a very, very high stress damage place. So I'm going to definitely have to be killing high stress damage dealers there, and then boom, dead. So yeah, individuals with high speed Good crowd control can actually be a proactive choice as well, if you're able to eat some food here real quick. And who's got bad negative quirk? Sorry. I will continue my thought here quickly. You got a lot. Obsessed with food. That's not the greatest. Obsessed with food. That won't hurt me. We're going to try to get rid of one of these. I probably should have got rid of the other one. Flagellant, the least expensive one, gone. Ooh, those are right in the feels. Alright, I got a lot of empty dungeons rooms coming up, so that gives me some time to continue my theory spitting here a little bit. But yeah, so killing enemies and stunning them obviously allows you to take less stress, because as you stun stress damage dealers and then focus fire them down, obviously you can preemptively... Oh man, really? That was an 85% chance? Son of a gun. Okay. It happens. It's a shame. Reason why I popped that torch up a little bit. I know it kind of hurts my looting potential. However, I wanted to fit all that good loot, keeping my torch at max for better scouting. That's okay. Another one. But yeah, like the Plague Doctor, I think is notorious for the stun control stress reduction strategy, obviously. That can be sold for way more, so we'll do that. And I don't actually need it bust. But yeah, so the Plague Doctor is really good for that. I know the Plague Doctor does no damage, however, you're not really looking for the damage, you're looking for that initial, we're just going to get the back line where the traditional heaviest stress damage dealers exist, take them out of the game, and then keep moving forward. And since we can skip 2 rooms as of now, we're actually not going to backtrack with that shovel. We're just going to keep it heading towards these last 4 here. So there's no need. I'm actually going to campfire because I know there's no fights here, which means the odds of me fighting 4 fights... Yeah, so there's a maximum of 3 more fights. So we're going to try to get some of the stress damage taken care of. You can wait till the end of dungeons to do that. Oh, what was that? Unparalleled finesse. Okay, almost messed that up. And we'll do weapons practice. Nice. And unshuffled my party. Actually, no, that's how I arranged my party. That's right. We are unshuffled. Let's try again. 85% chance. There we go. Once he gets to Resolve 6, which he will be after this, we won't have to worry about any of those 85% chances biting us in the butt again. I do want to keep my double stouts going, so we need to keep this Radiant Light up. No secret room for me today, but alright. I might do it. I might be in the condition to do it. I shall see. Because I'm going to have my campfire upgrade. I'll have breakthrough, 2 forms of repose. You know what? I think this is the day. I'm a little nervous because not all my skills are maxed out. However, if there's a time and place to do it, I think now would be the time. And we haven't fought a Shambler in a very long time. Let's see if I derail my campaign right here. The no forms of stress heal will pretty much just be... Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I will do it, even though I'm pretty much putting most of my campaign on the line here. If I was to get the worst possible case, which is like losing 2 to 3 people, it's not the end of the world. I can lose a Highwayman. I believe I can lose a Vestal, actually. Stun, resist, okay. Yeah, so I believe I can lose. The worst person to lose would be the Man-at-Arms by far. Oh, you son of a gun. See, Riposte is really good right there, though. I'm not going to take that up light damage. So, that's the second position. Oh, no, that's just a jump. Okay. But yeah, don't want to lose the Man-at-Arms because he's my one and only. Replicas were copies of everyone else, so we definitely don't want the Man-at-Arms to go away because that'd be devastating. We also want to make sure we probably focus the school down first and get out with like max HP. We got a lot of demands and not necessarily the best equipment to do so, but with a fortunate stun here and there we go. Wow, that's... and we're resting, okay. I'm actually going to start the heal train now because I want to be almost capped off. The amount of food I have may not be sufficient, so I need to make sure that we have the maximum HP going in. The bleed's okay, we got bandages, but the overall stress damage, and gotta have at least 3/4 of her HP. So this is pretty much gonna come down to, I say, just getting crits and hoping he doesn't howl. Howl would probably be the worst form. He wasn't stunned. He can do decent damage. I want darn it. I want him to skull toss. There it is, Howl. And of course it connects. Oh, man. I despise insatiable ghouls, man. Yeah, I really do. It's just, it's not a crap ton of stress, but, you know, 10 to 12 stress is more than I would have going in. And now I also feel obligated to kind of burst this guy down quick. Okay, there we go. Okay. I'm just gonna do that once. Make sure I don't get a food check. I will eat all my food once I get to the front of the Shambler, but I'm not going to do it before. Just take all that. So the 31 stress isn't something I'm too fond of. We will do a little bit of skill rearranging here for the said Shambler. We need to make, obviously, my party as shuffle-proof and friendly as possible. So, yeah. Let's see what we got going on. Okay, she's probably going to need breakthrough. If it bleeds, is pretty good. We can't... I'm just nervous if I start using breakthrough a lot. I'm actually not going to have a lot of damage. To bleed out, the damage and speed reduction is too much. Iron Swan, the double stun, Wicked Head. Actually, that might be your best kit. Do I want to bleed over Iron Swan? Probably not. Well, it's tough to say. It's less of a skill chance. Same accuracy, though. And I have one light trinket going in there. Wait, do I have one or two light trinkets? I only have one light trinket going in, but it's a big one. It's the 50% damage to... Oof. Okay. I'm actually going to take that off, because it's not going to offer anything but more stress, and we don't want more stress. I'm going to take that off. Honestly, the biggest question is just if it bleeds or Iron Swan. I'm going to try to go for the crit percentage. What am I doing? 15 to 28 quirk. What's my quirk that's giving me damage? Night Owl, so she'll get 2 speed. That's not bad. I'm getting damage from the... Okay. Tell you what, we're going to go for the Iron Swan damage. He can stay the same Grape Shot Blast. Actually, that may not be terrible for crit chances, and I'm probably not going to just Pistol Shot. So we'll do that. Bellow is actually going to be pretty good. I might even do Command. We're definitely going to bolster once. Rampart, I might try to stun the things. So Bellow. Retribution for the... Okay. Ooh, this is tough. It's between Bellow and Command. Bellow would reduce the speed of those things, which might save me. So I'm actually, I think, going to keep Bellow up, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to kill them right away. And I haven't bought any of her other skills, so she's going to have to. Okay, so we're going to try... Mix the... Oh, we're going to... Okay, just wait. We're going to do our best to try to get this party as decombobulated as possible. And pray. I have seen better, is what I will say. However, we should be able to get the Vestal back to a respectable decision. I don't know if I actually want to break through yet. What? Retribution cannot be used in the 4th. Crap. I'm actually going to move her forward 1, because I don't want to take the speed and all that yet. We might as well do this. Get that dodge up, and then... The luckiest of Vestal stuns. I mean, just... No, actually, oh wait, that's statistically impossible. So... Well, I mean, it's a 10% chance if I crit, but, you know, let's not depend on that. I could cap him out. Ah, man, is it worth 5 HP, or should I get, like, 7 damage in there? We'll go for the 1 in a million. Alright, whatever. It would have been awesome if it happened, but it didn't, so we'll just live with that. Nice crit. What we can do is slide the Vestal back, hopefully before the Man-at-Arms. Hopefully kill one of these right away. Oh, right on the low end of damage. That is what I love. Yes. Yes. Okay, no. Oh! Well, that would have been huge, actually, to kill that. Oh, I'm deflated. I know they get 40 dodge, but oh, man, that is deflating. Yeah, that is... Man, I could have saved a lot of... I might have to barbaric you up. How much is that even? 75? Oh, man. Barbaric, I'm going to have to, because this is, once again, a stress damage. Oh, even resist. I mean, it is a pretty high stun resist. And I'm also going to have to bellow and this. Man, I'm just missing everything. This is very bad. I can't be missing this much. There's nothing I can do. Thank you. That's actually exactly what I needed. So obviously that's picking up speed and all that crap. I do need to... Actually, I'm going to try this. Hopefully get some debuffs, crits on them. You know what? That's fine. It's a 4% chance crit received. We'll see how it goes. At this point, just keep the HP somewhat up. The stuns are probably not going to come in. I could barbaric. Nah, let's just Wicked. She's going to be my Shambler killer. Now the question is, do I go for a stun or bellow? It's the same percent. Debuff is technically lower, but that 18 speed is still too much, so we need to stun it. Crit might be good, though. Oh, you don't want to give me anything, game, do you? Sadly, I have no riposte up, and it's a double crit. Son of a gun. Oh, there's the bleeds. I only have enough to heal one. And now we got one in the back, and I can't Iron Swan. It's going to be a rough day, kids. It's going to be a rough day. I do need to start getting riposte going. Try to kill off that new spawn. Need a little more assistance right now, please. She will be getting very close. I'm going to just try to keep the HP up. I'm trying to figure out how the heck I'm ever going to kill that back one here real... Oh, it's a dodge. Oh, so many dodges. I know they have 40 dodge. It's going to just be a rough day. We're actually going to have to just kill the main thing via riposte while we deal with these other little craps via just struggle busing. Not the end of the world, but the stress levels are getting almost unmanageable soon. And so is that damage. We are entering dangerous especially when they focus fire. Especially when they focus fire. Kill it. Oh man, I don't think I have enough damage. Pretty sure this is just gonna be someone dropping here soon. That one in the back is just not dying. 2 damage, excellent. I have nothing to help you, dude. I'm so sorry. 21 speed, that is ridiculous. It would have to be a crit stun. I can try to reduce the dodge. I don't know if that would help much. If I retribution, I guess I have to. Nope, it's a miss. Yeah, he might be dropping. Depending on how this hits. The dodge, but a dodge on my end. She's in front, meaning she can't heal. And of course you focus. So you focus, he gets a DOT, and he's probably dead. Now the question is, can I back out of this? I can't remember. Alright, you just have to take your losses when you get them. I can't lose a mana. Like, oh no. Okay, it's just a bunch of afflictions. Like I said, so why the Shambler went bad is a couple of reasons. Not max skills on everyone. Breakthrough wasn't maxed. Not everyone resolve 5. I resolve 6. He had all level 4s. -2 accuracy. I don't know if that really mattered too much. So, I mean, the Shambler's no joke. Can kick your butt easily every day of the week. So you have to treat the Shamblers with respect, but you also need to know when the heck you're done. And yeah, that was just bad, just very bad. Honestly, it wasn't a terrible party. If I would have gotten a little more riposte or stun chances on the spawns, it might have gone slightly better. However, that is not the world we lived in right there. And that's okay, we just have to take that loss and move on. There is no shame in backing out, but losing someone is insanely detrimental, so And the good news was I was probably going to take a little bit of a stress relief anyways. There's a couple of people who need to... A lot of people are going to be gone for about a week or two though, so we are going to be pushing out our projected finish time just by a little bit, which is okay. I don't really care. I have plenty of... just wait, you can't gamble your trinkets away. I can't remember if they can gamble trinkets they have in just inventory or if it's just the ones they have equipped. But we shall find out if I'm missing something later. And where's that Vestal who just took crap ton? Alright, get on over here. So. Yeah, like I have a lot of stress management. That's what I'm saying. Like I was going to need a couple of weeks. Oh, what can you only do? Just get Gambler. Oh, someone's already gambling. Is that locked in? Is that locked in? Of course that was locked in. I mean, it's good it's the locked in one, but... Oh, shoot. What can you only do? Nothing? Okay, we will send you there. Alrighty. So, just need to get the shield breaker to resolve 6. That'll be my next mission. We'll just be going out somewhere here. I'm actually not looking for a medium. We can easily do short. There we go. Short cove. That would be perfect. I tell you what, actually... We're gonna make kind of a stupid party, see if I can't save some money on the fly here. Where is he? There he is. And yeah, we can always pick like a fledge. Do I want a fledge? No, I need a little more raw damage, so I'll pick like the card, sure. So I'm hoping that this guy can obviously just stress heal the crap out of her, and then he can get anyone off death's door just in case I need back out of the fight. So that's pretty much how that's gonna go. Obviously, we're going to go boom down here, pick up that. Who knows what else we could put on him. Maybe that. Get some scouting as per normal. We can put that on and then reduce the stress coming in. Candle's always a great option. I might even do that for just all that poops and giggles. And for you, actually, we'll give you a little more speed and then maybe accuracy. There we go. That's all you really need, and we can call it a day. So very quick outfitting. Designed to get the Plague Doctor down in stress so I don't have to spend more money on stress healing. Everyone here is going to probably take at least a couple of weeks to get that down and away. Things I can sell, not really too much right now. I could probably sell... I'm just hurting a little bit. The Book of Holiness, I have enough stress healing. We can get rid of that. The Plague Doctor, we're probably not going to use that. There we go, we're up to 10 grand. That last dungeon wasn't the most... what do I want to say? Money making. However, everyone I believe I have in this party is completely maxed. Thus, I don't need to go spend. Okay, not the skills that are maxed are the ones I need to be. I'll probably get Harvest here real quick, and then that'll be it. But yeah, that last party I took in, you didn't see, but I pretty much ran out of money, which is why the Man at Arms had all level 4s. It was just getting way too expensive. But in reality, I am practically done with everybody. There's not many people who don't have their max. Yeah, there's like hardly anyone who doesn't have their max skills left. So we are pretty much Bounty Hunter. I don't think I'm really taking anywhere. I will just buy that real quick right there before I can forget. Yeah, so everyone who's going to be going a place except for Dismas here. Oh, he's gonna need a decent amount, but other than that, he's going the last dungeon so he can actually wait. Because once I finish this dungeon, it's obviously 15 grand. It's a lot of money. This can sell for about like 2,000. So we'll be fine on money. We just need to not have to treat everyone in $2,000 facilities again when you get your butt kicked to a Shambler. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. Like and subscribe below.